Yo, what's happening, everybody? So, I've been away for a bit, finding myself, so to speak. Yeah, if you notice, I have been pretty much absent on the You Know What Time It Is episodes. I had to take a little break, had some internal family stuff going on. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. Certain things are not meant to be public. I'm standing right here at the same spot, not particularly this spot. I just thought this would be a nice backdrop for the video, but I'm just standing here on this spot, right here at this park. This is the park where I had my very first photo shoot. I gotta shout out my man, big homie Ace from Promo Geeks. He was the one that put all that together with me. But in any event, I figured I would come back here because it's all about going back to the roots, going back to the way I started things when it comes to, full-blown content creation, because a lot of those shots I took, I pretty much used them for the Buco Radio podcast, which later became the Big Name Audio Experience. And that was back in around 2019 when I took that shoot. Obviously, a lot of things have changed since that time frame, man, it's crazy how much time can get away from y'all. You feel like you have all the time in the world in order to really think about things, when in reality, we're not making the most out of our time. And that is why I created You Know What Time It Is. We have some good episodes. Make sure you go check them out. YKWTII broadcast on all social media platforms as well as YouTube. Now, I'm not coming on here this time around as the timekeeper. I'm just being Big Dame. I'm just being myself, as you can see. The same outfit that I wore in the last video that's on my own channel. I figured this would be the best time. This would be the best place to talk about getting back to my roots, because I've done a lot in this park. Now, this park, the crazy thing is, I went to school right up the street. Right up the street from here is North County Tech High School. That's where I spent half of my time when I was a junior as well as a senior in high school. I went to Jennings Senior High during the morning, and then in the afternoon, close to the afternoon hours, I went up here to North County Tech. I was in print technology class, trying to figure I would probably do some newspaper type stuff. I didn't know what I really wanted to do. But I figured, you know what? It was a nice break in monotony, having to be in Jennings all day. Even though it was like all girls in my class, I was able to get, at least two fellas up in there. I gotta shout them out. JR, wherever you are, much respect to you. Jesse, wherever you are, much respect to you. And then, of course, made some friends along the way. Gotta shout out my man, K-Line, who is now going by Kelvin. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the Air Force. Much respect to you wherever you are. Like I said, it's time to get back to the roots. Time to get back to being able to create some content for you guys. But I'm gonna do things a little bit differently now. I'm not gonna always have on the timekeeper outfit, so to speak. But you can expect some content through my own channels, the Big Dame channel, as well as my social media, of course, at Real Big Dame on Instagram, X, as well as TikTok. Remember how I said in one of those episodes of You Know What Time It Is, how I have such a love-hate relationship with social media? Well, and a lot of it tinges on hate. Well, I was doing my best to try to not give in to a lot of that addiction that happens whenever you're a part of social media, just constantly scrolling, just constantly going away, looking at pictures, looking at videos, going into that rabbit hole, going into that vortex, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I had to make sure that that I had to save myself from that. I had to detox myself a little bit from that. I wanted to make sure that I still have a sense of peace. So, but at the end of the day, folks, the world ain't gonna work the way you want it to be if you're off of social media. You gotta use social media in order to get yourself out there, to get your platform out there. So that's why I'm here. But make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be more selective with the stuff that I put out there. I mean, for those that's been following me already, you pretty much know how I do. We only got one shot at this life. So we gotta be able to make the best of it however we can. You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. We'll be back with brand new shows, okay? Brand new episodes are on the way. Of course, I haven't forgotten about all my other stuff, Cuban Cigar Crisis TV and the Never Say Never WrestleCast. I ain't really had much of a desire to watch no wrestling, to do no wrestling podcast, considering the current state of affairs in pro wrestling right now. I mean, as I'm shooting this is WrestleMania Saturday, okay? And I am the least bit excited about that event. I just don't care. I don't care. Because they don't care. You know what? Maybe I could bring the WrestleCast back so I can be able to talk about it a bit more. I just haven't been excited about wrestling, man. So that's why I just decided not to do the podcast. But at the end of the day, you know, can't get nowhere without being seen in some form or fashion, especially on social media. So I'm here. You can expect a hell of a lot more from your boy Big Dame in 2026 and beyond. So until the next time you see me again, it's your boy Big Dame, and I am OUT. Peace. And yes, I do look like Crunchy Black with this outfit on. I was crunchy black and it was all good.